But we're going to look at this game first, because this was one I've been meaning to do a review on. I've been sent a couple games, including Sonic Colors by the actual devs, so I need to review that. Do I have the sound off on the... Okay, I do. I asked the Asian if he wanted to play with me tonight, but I think he's busy with work. So we're gonna look at Swan. So let's do this. This will probably be a shorter stream. I'm going to make myself smaller.
On the 26th of April, 1986, near the city of Pripyat in Ukraine, a disastrous catastrophe had taken place. The reactor Unit 4 of the Chernobyl nuclear power plant had broken down, which led to its explosion and subsequently to radioactive contamination of the vast area. In a short period of time, over 350,000 people were evacuated and resettled. A restricted zone was designated around this power plant, which extends to many kilometers. All buildings within this zone, including the surrounding city, were abandoned. At the beginning of February 1987, 9 months after the disaster, a team of scientists from the Moscow Institute of Physics and Technology, which measured radiation in this exclusion zone, received signals that proved the existence of people operating in this area. Also, various unexplained anomalies had been discovered, which could have resulted from a type of radiation previously unknown to scientists. It turned out that near the city of Pripyat, the Swan Institute was also located here. Its name comes from the abbreviation Syndrome Without a Name, the term given to the group of symptoms that do not occur in any known and catalogued disease. The facility was unofficially conducting a research program on unprecedented and very disturbing neurological and psychological disorders for many years. After the disaster, the institute was omitted during the evacuation operation because it was not included on any map. Only a few people from the USSR Ministry of Internal Affairs knew about its existence, but after the Chernobyl accident, they chose not to perform rescue operations on its territory. Scientists received details regarding the institute's scope of activity from an anonymous person. The facility was top secret and cut off from the rest of the world. People were sent there from all over the globe, and each medical case was unique in its own way. Because of the extraordinary abilities resulting from unexplored and undiagnosed diseases, patients were a threat to the environment. They were caged up and lived in strict isolation. This entire situation was kept secret from people outside the government, other than the few scientists who were made aware of the Institute's activities. Scientists from the Moscow Institute, experts from the General Nuclear Inspectorate of Ukraine, and the rescue staff decided to send a special research and rescue expedition immediately to clarify the source of the anomalies and to save people who might still be alive. The group was commanded by Alexei Tokovsky, a rescue specialist. After determining the exact coordinates of the facility, the group reached the place and got inside. However, all people were separated and lost contact with each other in unexplained circumstances.
I believe I did actually look at this back when it was a demo in the day, so I haven't actually played this.
To all
I
the
did
people
try
whose life changed irreversibly after the events of April 1986 in Chernobyl.
You didn't miss anything. Just them talking about Pripyat and I probably said that wrong. And the Chernobyl incident and this Swan Institute. I do know the footage they had of the guy in the hospital bed. I'm pretty sure that was just a seizure. Like in all reality, what that footage was a person having a seizure. Sorry, I'm trying to move it so that I can actually look from my monitor. So this game is a doc. It's a game. It's just that was the opening. Give me a second. I need to move my mic. There we go. It'll be a bit easier for you guys to hear me while I play because I'll be facing away from you guys. So the first thing I do want to say is on the Switch, it's a little bit floaty. I will say with the regular Switch controls, not a huge fan. Not terrible, but not a huge fan. See, this mission began on the 10th of February 1987 at 8 a.m. The search and rescue expedition under my leadership consists of seven people, including me. We are sorry. Let me know if you guys can't hear me very well because I am going to turn to the screen because it's easier for me to read. Um, we are taking a helicopter flight to the Swan Institute. We intend to verify the data received from an anonymous informant. If information is confirmed, we will have a scandal of Chernobyl's magnitude on our hands, or even a bigger one. Other nations will get interested in the issue soon, especially that since the nuclear reactor disaster, all eyes are on us. It is strange that despite this, nobody else had found out about this facility's existence. I'm not intending on keeping it secret, but for now, the priority is to rescue the poor souls who are most likely still on the Institute's premise. We have medication rescue equipment and highly trained people. Um you ain't getting them out. Not if it was that close to Chernobyl. Search and rescue mission expedition crew. Myself, Alexei Tarkovsky, Gregory Vasiliev, Anatoly Abramovich, Radomil Bogomazov. Look, I don't speak Russian, so I'm trying here. By the way, does it sound okay? Because I'm facing away from the mic. And 16 months, Otaku Man, hi. It is weird that it's a new year and it's starting out as shitty as the last year ended. Floaty on Joy-Cons, a little floaty on the Joy controller. Or on the Pro controller. I'm using the Pro controller right now. I have a Pro controller. I'm very happy I have one. This was worth the money. I'm sorry. I'm not going to try to butcher any more Russian names. I'm sorry to my Russians. I only know a few. Goodbye, Alexei. It's dangerous here. They took my home away. I mean, let's be realistic. If this place existed and it was close to Pripyat, you wouldn't be getting anybody out of this place. They'd all have radiation poisoning, I would think. I don't. I'm not hearing anything. Let me see what's going on. Um, yeah, I'm just not hearing anything. Yeah, I do know about the elephant's foot. I actually did kind of study into Pripyat, and it is a very interesting thing to study. But it is also a thing that radio like power plants are actually really safe and good for the environment when you don't make it cheaply. It's just that we're never really going to have any because of the stigma. Since the incident, the telephone has been ringing less and less. I hope that Professor Koidovitsky knows what he's doing, especially now that the anomalies keep getting stronger and the patients are getting more detached by the day. I myself barely manage to cope mentally. Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm back. I am sure as fuck not hearing anything. Hold on. Are you guys able to hear anything? Never mind, I hear something. Oh, Jesus! I heard that. Kaboom. The game just trolled us. It reminds me of a game that I played on the 3DS. I think it was the 3DS or the 2DS. What was it called? Delirium? No. Hold on. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Also, thank you. I can't remember. It begins with a D. I've left the detector in the locker for you. It will come in handy when that damnation appears again. Please remember to turn off the lights when it's close by and don't ruin it. Please, I hope we will meet again alive. Sure as hell I did. I'm sorry. I didn't think it was going to be that loud. Because, like, here's the thing. It's making very little sounds, or at least it's showing that it is. The game is, but I don't hear it on my neck speakers. And I know that sounds weird, but I can't wear headphones. Even though I probably should for these games. It's just painful if I do. Let's see. Do you want to interact with anything, buddy? Someone, it wasn't the hoary one, which is a funny name. A very kind fan, and I don't know if he wants me to use his name, so I'll just say Jay. I'm just gonna call him Jay, because it's the first letter of his name. Sent me one. Like it's a different brand, but it works really well. It's just not as bulky. Okay. Wow, that is an old computer. I don't fucking know. To our revered comrade, Kedonskry. Fuck me, I am butchering Russian. Well, no, wait. Isn't Pripyat in Ukraine? So, what do Ukrainians speak? Isn't it? Well, it's a form of Slavic, isn't it? I'm butchering language. With the highest regard, kindest regard. Dear Andrei, our friend, we, your party comrades, would like to express our pride of your membership. Your input is invaluable. You are one of the founding blocks of our ever-growing community. We are deeply convinced that your work will keep on strengthening both our friendship and the party's might. Thank you for your arrival at the official doctoration ceremony. Please remember, you can always count on us. Long live the Ukrainian Socialist Soviet Republic. Long live the USSR. Respectfully, I cannot read that handwriting. I am terrible. Sorry. Also, I know that accent was bad. And roll out the vodka. The only Russian I'm really good friends with, surprisingly, does not drink at all. He doesn't like drinking. I'm not sure what's wrong with him.
Her medical case was exciting and nightmarish at the same time. 1. I have no idea why, but this monotonous and seemingly funny melody made this woman appear from practically nowhere. 3. It is a contrast of sorts. How a completely innocent sound was a foretelling or an omen of the atrocity to come. 9. Horrifying beauty. 4. Her medical case was exciting and nightmarish at the same time. 1. I have no idea why, but this monotonous and seemingly funny melody made this woman appear from practically nowhere. 3. It is a contrast of sorts. How a completely innocent sound was a foretelling or an omen of the atrocity to come. 9. Horrifying beauty. 4.
I'm sorry, were you doing a haiku? What the fuck was that? Also, thank you. Thank you, A. Of course, the Asian remembers the numbers. Thank you, Sunflower. Welcome to the Swan Institute system. Loading files. I'm doing the accent, I don't care. It makes me happy. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, it gets so much worse. I am convinced of the existence of the Swan factor since the beginning. I believed it is achievable and I can obtain it. If that were not the case, this whole project, institute, equipment, personnel, none of this would have existed. Everything comes down to one thing. There is one goal to it all: the discovery and extraction of a factor which makes each individual case unique among all the medical cases collected here, and one which displays its own abilities. The military is expecting results. As long as they're paying, their work continues. I am going to offend a Ukrainian. The binding capsule is a remarkable device. Just like the mind reader, since the beginning, it was our most ambitious project, even though it was and still is created in an extremely difficult time for us. And it is not made to create, but to destroy. When it all got out of control and the damned incident started to cause all of those sick events, we had to look for rescue. Who would have helped us? The party? The ministry? Fuck them. It's too late now, anyway. Oh, that was bad. The thought of noting down the history of the beginning of the institute has been coming to my mind for quite some time now. The construction of the Swan Institute had begun at the beginning of the 1970s. The whole operation was oversaw by me, medical science professor Andrei. No, don't cut off. It's not like I need to read shit. Okay. Andrei Kedonovsky. Fucking Russians. I was always designated by the USSR ruling party as the director of the facility. The first meaningful decision for me to make was the location of the institute. It is not accidental. The facility placed near a peaceful town of Pripyat, which was just being built. A nuclear power plant was under construction in the nearby Chernobyl at the time, which was supposed to provide clean atomic energy. I decided that the surrounding area would be well guarded and nobody would dare to bother the people in the facility. Excuse me. The institute is a high security facility surrounded by a tall wall and hidden in a forest. In 1973, the first patients arrived. In the following years, it kept on growing and it was extended to accommodate more patients, with new wings and wards getting added. I don't know what the fuck accent I was doing. I'm gonna be honest with everyone. Time to go rob them. No. Where's my flashlight? Fine, fuck you. I don't need my flashlight. Words being thrown at my face, and I'm not getting a single bit of it. Was it the accent or just what was the words? Was it the words or the accent? Because I won't do it. Is the guy Russian or Indian? You'd think because I talked to Akbar I could do a Russian accent, but I fucking can't. I need to actually practice doing a Russian accent. Oh, that's the Olympics. Who rules? I do? Who rules? If I wanted to do an Indian accent, I do. Welcome to the quickie. Oh, fuck it. It is an Indian accent. You're right. Didn't even realize it. That's not a good sign. We might want to stay the fuck out of there. We're gonna go ahead and close it. Why do horror games not let you close the door? Oh, Akbar rules. Yes, he does. He started working a new game because that man can't take 5 fucking minutes off from work. Why is the radiation going up so high? I forgot to do something here. You know, at this point, wouldn't this motherfucker be dead? You know what? Screw it. I'm going right into that radiation. Why don't you have a radiation suit? Because I'm Ukrainian. Ukrainians need no radiation suits. I've never heard a Ukrainian accent, so I actually have no idea if it... I would think it's similar to Russian, because I think a lot of them actually speak Russian. Am I supposed to... Do I have something that's causing that? Let's see. I have a key. I have a... Ukraine is weak. Brace the holy atom. I'm trying to figure out how to get past the holy atom. I'm very confused on what it wants me to do. Oh, you fucking game. Did you take all my shit? You did, didn't you? I do. I kind of hate how this game's controls scheme goes. Are we gonna become Captain Atom? What was that code again? Let me go scroll up. 1394. There we go. All of you. One of you got it. I know what that one is, Shadow Wolf.
Her medical case was exciting and nightmarish at the same time.
Oh, so this
1.
bitch was supposed to
I have
appear.
no idea why, but this monotonous
So
and
wait.
seemingly
She
funny
didn't
melody
appear. That's
made
why we
this
couldn't move
woman
forward.
appear from practically nowhere. 3. It is a contrast of sorts. How a completely innocent sound was a foretelling or an omen of the atrocity to come. 9. Horrifying beauty. 4.
So did anyone see her originally? So yeah, she glitched. Does anyone actually know what we're supposed to do? Because every time we turn on the light, she comes back. Am I supposed to hide from her? Do I offer her a seat? A hooker? What does she want? Not quite sure. Hold on. I gotta turn my other computer off. We just started. Did you break the game already? It's gonna be so fucking dumb if this is the answer. Oh, this is dumb. Alright, let's see. Loading files. Control room binding. Calibrate. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, no, fuck off. I ain't reading this shit. Fine. In recent years, the patient's visions have become so deep and vivid that they have begun to seep through the new parallel dimensions that run alongside our reality and to imprint on them. Oh, are we talking about Christian? The need for understanding those visions and the essence of their evolution had pushed the Institute's personnel to construct, a new special device that would allow the users to travel to such dimension. The Swan Institute engineering team, led by Professor I ain't even gonna try it, created the prototype of the mind reader device. It consists of two key elements. The binding capsule, innovative technology, was used to create the capsule and to allow the connection between the device's body and the user's mind. Such as a solution is such a secure measure against the use of the mind reader by unauthorized individuals. After completing the procedure of binding the user, I'm sorry, I'm not reading all that. Not with this kind of, I hate like the old monitor type look because I used to use these monitors. We evolved for a reason.
For some time now, the dimensions have been increasing. It is time to end this. Luckily, we were able to finish the mind reader prototype. Connecting it to a human brain was troublesome at first, but the procedure gives expected results, and the device can be used after entering the intermediary room. Something incredible was achieved here, something gargantuan. First there was Gagarin, and the first man travels into space. And now we are also multidimensional travelers. If only the world could hear about this.
I muted myself. Run. Why do you want us to run? Do not follow this path. Okay? Case description and observation. Patient with numerous first and second degree burns on the whole body, but not displaying any damage to the neurological system. A lightning attractor particle was discovered in the patient's body, causing her to get hit by lightning several times per day. Lichtenberg figures colored brown and bluish red form on her body. The patient possesses a special ability to summon ball lightning that follow her steps. Okay. Are we? No, we're not trying to do the roadside picnic. No, because those were aliens. Are we just gonna piss that thing off again? So what do you guys think of this game so far? I know a little bit about the book. I've never actually gotten a copy myself to read. It is getting worse. All employees are living in fear. We do not have control over anything anymore. Patients used to get locked up for safety behind armed doors, but it is us who have stayed behind them now. This whole ward was a joke from the beginning. Humane conditions and good care have never existed. Those people's diseases made us see them as wild animals, and now everything turned against us. The worst is, there is no escape out of here, and the hunt has already begun. It's good, a bit too much text. Yeah, I'm wondering. Yeah, it's trying to do that horror story thing, which is not terrible. Well, we are only in the beginning, so maybe we will get some direction. I might play more of this after. Oh, fuck you too. Fine. Why is the door wood on one side and metal on the other? Okay. I've seen weirder. Turn off the torch. I didn't turn it back on. Once again, why are there 2 doors? Yeah, you guys have been really awesome with the subs this month. We've actually almost hit 50, 150, I should say. So we may hit. Oh man, if we do 300, does that still mean I have to do that 5 nights game? I mean, I said I'd do it. I'm not gonna back out. I'm just saying, are we gonna actually hit that by the end of the month? No, we're not that insane. This game is called Swan. Yeah, the new 5 Nights one. That new one. Oh God, please no. You know what? If we hit 300 subs, we'll do something else. We won't do that game because it seems like nobody really wants it. Which is fine with me. I don't want to do it either. Do not follow this path. Well, if you fucking insist. I know, and I thank you for giving subs. You want it just for the lulz? You just want to see how bad I can break it, don't you? Did we come in here? I think we did. Yep. I'd be curious how bad I could break it, I'm not gonna lie. Are we going in a circle? Okay, no, we went backwards. None of them are good, so there's no real standard, honestly. We'll do Final Fantasy 9 maybe at 300 subs. I don't know. Oh God, how bad can that game be broken? Is it that badly done? Now I'm just curious. Complete destruction? Oh yeah, no, I'd be okay. Turn back. Well, you didn't give me much else to where to go, so. It's a trap? You fucking dick. You wouldn't. You wouldn't. Oh, you're actually gonna do that, aren't you? Yep. I hate love games that do this shit. Okay. You can randomly die at the beginning of the... I need to break this game. Call it pathological, but now I'm very curious how destructive I could get with that game. So, 300 subs, and if somebody sends me the game, I will totally do it. Because I want to see how bad I probably won't finish the game, but I do want to see how bad I can break it. What the fuck is that? Is this supposed to be scary or goofy? Because I'm leaning more toward goofy. Alrighty then, why are they always all bald? Block with a key. Okay. I'll go get the key. Didn't I have the key? scary oofy. Oh, okay. You guys ready for the jump scare? Oh, really? We're not doing that jump scare of her just yelling and running at us again? Okay. All right. You did it. You were mature, Dev. I was expecting that cliche fucking scare. What? Where is it? Is it happening? There we are. Hi, buddy. Here it comes. There it was. I knew it was gonna happen. Just wasn't sure when. Oh, well, the acid dropped. It only piss you off more? The game? Which one? This game or the other one? Who are you?
I am an entity born from experiments that had been taking place in this institute. Those who had witnessed my creation called me the Swan phenomenon. I developed my own consciousness, and I exist trapped between reality and abstract space-time. I was never a regular person, even though I vividly remember the time when I lived free as a human. My condition was incredibly difficult, and no medical doctor could help me. The symptoms increased to such a point, I was becoming a danger to myself and my surroundings. I then got rejected by my family and persecuted by various people. They tried to kill me. One day, I received a message from a professor who said he was familiar with my case and thought he could try to help me. He claimed to be the founder and director of a specialist facility for people with rare, unknown, and dangerous ailments. I was supposed to be put to various tests and undertake experimental treatment methods. Yes, Professor Andrei Kaidanovsky. I saw you getting into his office. Even his notes speak of what despicable man he is. Departure for the Institute was a blessing to me, an escape from a life full of suffering and becoming sicker by the day. Only here was I given a glimpse of hope, a slight shadow of a chance for a cure. For the first time, someone had reached out a helping hand. When I met Kaidanovsky, he was extremely kind-hearted, promising his full involvement in my conditions research and attempts to bring me back to full health. Everything changed when the research has started. I very quickly realized that something else was the main objective here, but it was too late to back out. People like me got locked up in here and were kept by force. They were used for research on obtaining and isolating the so-called Swan factor for the Soviet Army's needs, apparently. It is a factor present in anybody infected with the Swan-type disease. It makes them unique and grants special abilities, not necessarily good ones. According to the professor, due to the incredible power of my symptoms, I was a great potential source. At the same time, the level of complexity of my illness was extremely high. Experimental methods used by Kaidanovsky did nothing. It frustrated him greatly, triggered some inhuman instincts, even drove him mad. He'd work on my case for hours. I was not indifferent to that. I was suffering and feeling inhuman pain. Thanks to the power of all the devices constructed especially for me, the Factor had finally left my body by itself. It divided into two separate entities, light and shadow. I am the shadow entity. You could say that the original me died. However, my consciousness keeps on living in those two elements separated by the Factor. At this moment, I have to warn you. The portal you've located, thanks to the Mind Reader, did not appear for no reason. Mind Reader was created in this institute to find those portals and destroy the dimensions they lead to. But for the portal to form and the creator to be able to walk through it, something terrifying is required. If you have special abilities, it is possible to possess a person's life essence through murder and modify space-time to a point. The existence of each portal means somebody's death. Portal's creation destabilizes your human reality. Changes happening in parallel dimensions are starting to have a destructive impact on this world. This is why they have to be destroyed as soon as possible. It is not possible to determine what can happen exactly, but any disturbance to the space-time continuum structure may have terrifying consequences for the whole mankind. It is not to be excluded. After my incident, various tragedies started happening in the Institute. Someone or something started to wreak havoc in here. Chaos took away many lives and new portals were created. It is a lie that the patients did this, although it is most likely what you will read in the staff's notes. I believe it is something much more powerful, some unknown force. This is why the Institute's personnel was trying to fight it so frantically, constructing the Mind Reader in the process. You shall find out in due time, as I'm sure we'll meet again. In a moment, you will enter the so-called Intermediary Room. It is a place between the human world and the extra-dimensional one. That's where you get to the memory wasteland, one of the parallel dimensions. That's where the dimension's creator's thoughts are stored and form the foundation for the dimension's existence. When you destroy them, you return to the Institute, and the dimension ceases to exist. Maybe you'll find more portals when you explore the corridors. Remember, each of them means somebody's death.
Did Kojima work on this game? So that's it for the Swan Institute for tonight.